Let's have a look at edX and LTI integration. I have Studio here and I'm going to sign in. I've got a test course with a section, subsection and a blank unit. But my buttons here don't allow me to add a component that is a LTI tool. So let's set up an LTI tool. Over here I have a Drupal site. It's basically a standard installation of Drupal, but I'm going to enable a LTI tool provider module that we've developed here at See It, so that this Drupal site becomes an LTI tool. Okay, let's go to the configuration for the LTI and tell our LTI tool about a consumer. So I'm going to have a consumer edX dev, and I need a key and a secret that the OAuth authentication can use between the consumer and the tool. So that's now set up. So my Drupal site is now an LTI tool. Over here in the edX Studio, edX has some very basic LTI capability through an advanced X module. So by putting in under advanced modules LTI, we will enable that module, and down here under LTI passports we can specify a name for a tool and a key and a secret, and I'm using the same key and secret edX that I set up in the tool. So my edX site now can become an LTI consumer of that LTI tool. Let's go back to my content area and my unit, and you see I have an advanced tab and I can specify I want to add an LTI. So let's put in my Drupal site as an LTI link. So the launch URL is a little bit long. And under the LTI ID, I have to put the same ID that I put in the advanced settings passport. So that will tie the key and secret that I entered to this link. Save that, and now I have an LTI. So I can try launching, and it launches into my Drupal site, but my Drupal site says no, this is not an LTI request. The reason for this is that the current LTI-X module in edX today was developed specifically for a particular LTI tool, and I don't think it was tested widely on other tools, and it lacks a couple of the required launch parameters that most LTI tools will actually need, so they don't launch. So let's see if we can fix that. I'm going to stop my studio and check out a different branch of the edX platform that I've patched to provide those parameters, relaunch my studio, and so now we go back to the studio, I reload the page, and launch my tool, and success. I've been logged into the Drupal site. I actually have an account. It's created my account. I'm called student. Over here I've got some debug information which allows me to look at all of the LTI parameters that were sent from the consumer, namely edX, to my tool, and we have a context ID and a resource link ID, and these were the two additional parameters which the current LTI X module in edX doesn't provide, but my patched one does. So that was a successful LTI launch from edX to a Drupal tool.